Please join me in welcoming our new mayor, Joe Berkey.
Thank you, Patty. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you all and thank you all for coming. As I get started, I want to begin by publicly recognizing a few more people of you in attendance that might have not been called out before. So when I call your name, if you wouldn't mind standing, or you could just wave your hand in the air, that'd be great. I want to thank Sharon Mitchell and Jen LeBlanc from the Chamber of Commerce for putting on this event. From our police department, I want to honor and recognize Police Chief Cindy Henson. And I want to thank you and your staff for your selfless service each and every day and let you know that we don't take that for granted. I also want to thank the Sheriff's Department and all of our first responders and frontline workers. I also want to thank our United States military serving at home and abroad, who are constantly fighting for and protecting the freedoms that we enjoy on an everyday basis. We are forever in your debt. I want to recognize and thank all of our members of the USD 230 staff in attendance. You guys make it easy to send our kids to school every day, knowing that they will receive a quality education and be well cared for at the school facilities. I also want to recognize our Spring Hill City staff in attendance, as they are really the ones that work tirelessly every day to ensure we serve our community with excellence. Here today we have Luann Armstrong, Mona Keisha Jones, Ashley Wood, Amy Long, and Kristen Boxman. I'm grateful to each one of you and the rest of our city staff that were unable to attend. I want to publicly thank Pat Burton and Glenda Garrity, who were unable to be here today because they had other city responsibilities. They are a wealth of knowledge, and like Patrick Mahomes says in the popular commercial, they are never not working. I'm so thankful for both of them. You guys as city staff have been welcoming and encouraging and very helpful as I stepped into my new role. I want to thank everyone else that I didn't call out as well. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come here to help hear me talk about Spring Hill. I realize that some of you may not know me, and Patty alluded to some of this a little bit ago. So here's a little bit about me. I'm a husband to a gorgeous wife, Chrissy, who's here today. I'm also dad and father to 4 kids: Alicia, age 18, Mallory, age 12, Kelton, age 9, and Paris, age 5. We have a kid at each school level here in the Spring Hill School District. We have one in high school, middle school, elementary school, and preschool. So as you can imagine, we're pretty active. I also own a small business here in town. My family, as Patty said before, my family and I have been part of the Spring Hill community for about 17 years now. We've grown to love this town, the families in it, and the hometown community feel. We moved here for the amazing schools and the small town values, amongst many other things, and those qualities remain active today. We have done our best to be very involved in the community, and we love all the opportunities that are available for families here. I truly do believe we live in the best city around. Now for a little more info. When I ran for city council, I knew I was stepping into the crazy world of politics, and I felt as prepared as I could be for what I thought it would look like. Little did I know that there were bigger things on the horizon for my political future and for our community. I campaigned hard, and I had the privilege to meet and have conversations with many members of the community as I went door to door to thousands of homes in Spring Hill. I was honored and blessed to have earned your vote, and I took first place in votes in Johnson and Miami County. And I thank you guys for that support. On November 18th, 2021 at 4:20 p.m., about 2 hours before City Council meeting, I received a call from Tyler Graves informing me that he was resigning his position as City Council and would not be serving as our newly elected mayor. As you can imagine, I was completely blindsided, absolutely shocked, and utterly confused. This situation caused our community to be in an uproar, and rightfully so. People felt betrayed, felt like their voice was taken away, and felt duped. I understand this, and understand why anyone would feel this way, as I had some of the same feelings along with sadness, anger, and disbelief. This was a decision Tyler made completely on his own with his family. It was not my decision to make, nor did I have any say in it or any knowledge of it. I am a man of integrity, honesty, and a man of my word, and as I processed through this terrible situation, I realized very quickly that the only way we could move forward was to come together as a community and as a governing body. The future of our city was dependent on how we responded to this. I promised that day to do everything in my power to right the ship, and I have worked every day since then to the best of my ability. Fast forward to January 10th, the day I took office. I was elected by our council to serve as council president and therefore the mayor of Spring Hill for the full term per our city charter. I was honored to accept this position and got to work immediately. I quickly realized that we had a lot to do to restore trust and honor and confidence in our local government. That first few weeks, we as a governing body and as a city staff faced some big challenges, to say the least. And I had to make some very difficult decisions on how to proceed as we were stuck at a standstill. With lots of thought, multiple prayers, grueling research, legal advice, and many, many hours of analyzing the options, I made a decisive, calculated decision on how to move us forward as a governing body and as a community. And I still believe to this day that it was the right decision. We have since been able to fill the vacancies on the council with quality individuals, many of them here, that I believe want the best for Spring Hill and its citizens. We have been able to have consistent, productive council meetings and have done our best to make decisions that will better our community and provide more opportunity for our citizens. I believe the future looks very bright. Since that day, as mayor, I have had a very large number of meetings, attended many conferences and events, and been involved in hundreds of conversations with city staff members as we work hard doing the people's business and trying to make the best decisions for the community we love. I have the honor of following in the footsteps of Mayor Ellis, someone who I respect greatly, and I want to thank him for his many years of service to the community. Being the mayor of Spring Hill, the fastest growing city and school district in Kansas, is not for the faint of heart. It requires dedication, determination, consistency, hard work, a listening ear, decisiveness, vision, creativity, knowledge, and so much more. It also requires lots and lots of time put in, sometimes late into the night. But with all of this comes the reward of being able to serve this community and do my best to make a positive impact on the city of Spring Hill and to try and improve the quality of life for our citizens and help blaze a prosperous future for generations going forward. With that, I want to move on to a presentation of our 2021 year in review, share some 2022 goals for each department, and share some exciting things coming, so please follow along with me. Help if I'll turn it on. All right, so here's just some stats. A lot of these will just have some stats for 2021, and then we'll go into 2022 after that. So for the city clerk, in 2021, we had 3 third dog special permits issued. Those are just issued if you want more than 2 dogs, or if you want a potbelly pig, or some things like that that are allowed in town. And then we had 1 cereal malt beverage on-premise license issued, 3 cereal malt beverage off-premise license issued, and 1 cereal malt beverage special license issued. 3 drinking establishments were issued, 1 Class B and 2 retail licenses. We had 1 massage establishment license and then 2 massage therapist license issued. For quarter requests, as Kansas Open Records Act, we had 65 requests in 2021. Here's some of the stats for community development. I won't read each one, but in 2021, for new single-family residents, we had 284 permits issued. 61 of those were residential and 12 commercial and 8 industrial. And then you can see the list of all the other specific types of permits. In total, it was 1,131. Incoming calls to main city hall. That's the main number, the city hall office. We have 1,554 calls. That actually shows it going into 22 there. In 2021, we had 593 cases filed in municipal court, and then it kind of shows the number of offenses and DUIs and all some other stats that we had for our community services department. Here's kind of all the different things that the utility building does. Here's some things that we were able to accomplish in 2021. So the Roundup campaign was able to collect $379. That's basically for some utility bills. If you choose to, you can round your bill up to the nearest dollar, and then they donate that money to Johnson County Utility Assistance. So that's how much we were able to collect and donate for them. We reduced the monthly average of non-pay shut-off from 42 to 22, so that's almost in half, so that's pretty good. We had 75 payment arrangements in 2021, 21 pledges of assistance by outside agents. We averaged 1,700 monthly online payments, and in 2020 that was 200 per month, so we jumped quite a bit in that. 700 service actions, 183 water meter sets, so that was up from 126 in 2020, and 190 occupancy changes and 205 meter audits. Accounts payroll, and the AR. Here's some of the things that were accomplished. We standardized the process for month-end balancing and close, improved project reporting, updated procedures for vendor ACH payments, and then some of the statistics. We have 633 active vendors, and this was all, once again, in 2021. 2,642 payments of EFT and paper checks issued, 3,592 invoices, averaging 300 a month, and then you can see some of those other stats there. We are actually so 2021 was the first year of a 2-year budget, so this is the second year of that 2-year budget that was set. Last year we were able to decrease the property tax receipts by $88,920. We implemented the state's new budget revenue neutral rate. We were one of the only cities around that went revenue neutral, so that was kind of a big deal. And we were actually able to lower the mill levy, which was a big deal as well. Budget preparation and certification, we were able to accomplish some forecasting and some things on the capital improvement program. And here's just some of the accounting, general fund and budget performance stuff. So there you guys can see in that bottom line of each set, the budget was for the general fund reserve, general fund revenue was just a little over $6 million. And we actually brought in $6,907,741. So that was a surplus of $905,876. So that was great. And then the general fund expenditures, we had a budget of $6,210,130. And we only spent $5,794.73. So that was great. The accounting team, led by Luann, did a great job on the budget last year. So we're really proud of that. Moving on to human resources, we had 19 new hires out of 172 applications, and then there were 15 turnovers. And then a few other stats there you guys can look at on your own. Police department, some of the priorities in 2021 were to reduce crime, traffic safety, focus on their employees, community outreach and problem solving, and technology, equipment, and training. And then here's some of the police department stats. You guys can see a lot of those there. I won't read everyone out just for sake of time. Some of the department highlights for the police department. For the K9 unit, Nico retired, and then we brought on Loki. And I've heard he's got lots of energy and he's doing great out there. So, patrol deployments for Loki or Nico, one was 14, including building searches, tracks, and article searches. Narcotic deployments was 51, and training hours is 225, about an average of 22 and a half hours a month. We were able to assist outside agencies, which is a big deal that our little town of Spring Hill can help out other outside agencies. So we were able to deploy 50 times, and then in Spring Hill, we had 15 deployments. Public Works Department, we hired a new Public Works Director, Jackie Messer, and he is doing an excellent job for anyone that's been around there. You can tell that he's doing a great job. We hired a new street supervisor. We can combine streets and parks to better utilize the small staff. That way, if somebody's down and out sick or something, we can have somebody move from the other and they're still cross-trained in that stuff. So that's been a great change. We turned the park superintendent position into a field position. We removed the foreman designation from 2 positions to reflect more filing duties. Here's some things that were accomplished in 2021. The Veterans Memorial Project study was completed by Viro. Patching milling repairs on Woodland Ridge and Maple Ridge, Maple Ridge South and Sycamore. We obtained a grant and laid rubber mulch at Friendship Park and actually a few other places as well. So that was great to be able to have the rubber mulch versus the wood. It's much more sustainable and actually a lot softer on your feet too. Began crack sealing operation to prepare for crack seal in 2023. So started that process because we all know we need some work on the roads. We completed the Webster UBAS program. That was the most of Webster there, down going through town. We were able to complete that. And then ice dam on the Civic Center auditorium. And then the lagoon design was completed for future work on that. And then also the roundabout was completed last year, which has been, I think it's been a great change. As many years as I've lived here, that's always been kind of an issue right over there. So that was great to get that completed for our kids and for the parents that take their kids to school. Public Works Utilities, we had completion of sewer lining with a grant. We had clarifier rebuilds. We installed a new south lift station pump, new influent pumps, began construction of Quick Trip lift station. So that's a big deal, obviously. And we had 52 new meters placed and 59 replaced. We opened the AQUATIC Center last year. It was closed in 2020, as you guys all know, because of the pandemic. Completed major sewer line under the pool deck repair. Moved facility personnel to the Public Works Department. Established maintenance and aquatic center to be shared between facilities, staff, and utilities. That we would man it a little bit better because, as we all know, there's an employee and labor crisis out there. So that makes combining some things made it easier to move people around. For the Mayor's Christmas Tree Fund, we were able to collect $6,828, and that was distributed to many different charities in local areas around. So Life Spring Church received $853.50, Spring Hill Rotary Club, $833.50, Johnson County Utility Assistance, $1,707, Spring Hill Food Pantry, $1,707, and Spring Hill Inspiration for Teens, which is a great program. I encourage you all to check it out. They also received $1,707. We had many events here throughout town, which my family and I love to go to. Clean Up Spring Hill, Coffee with the Cop, Daffodil Days, which I believe is coming up here this weekend. Fall Festival, which is one of our family favorites every year. So those were all a lot of fun, along with the Dream Factory, National Night Out, Blue Elves, and Hometown Holidays. So if you guys have never joined in, especially in the Fall Festival and some of those things that happen around town, I would encourage you. I've known people here for years that have never attended a few events, but they really are a lot of fun, especially if you have kids. There's a lot of fun stuff for them to enjoy, so we've been going for many, many years. It's one of the things I know our kids look forward to every year. And then I'm just going to share some goals, 2022 goals of each department and of the city itself. City Clerk and Community Services, 2022 objectives, comprehensive review of the records retention policy, online municipal court payments, prepare municipal court for e-ticketing, video arrangement with Miami County, customer service training within the utility building module. And then one of the objectives we had was a new and improved utility payment drop box located behind City Hall, and I believe we actually just got that done yesterday. So that's one of the things that's been completed. And then community development, one of the biggest things we have on the project menu for this year is revise the comprehensive plan. As many of you know, that's a very old plan and needed some revision for many, many years. So we're all going to be working hard on that to try to get that implemented. The commercial development, obviously, we all know about Quick Trip. We're all excited about that. I know my kids are. Sometimes we have a Saturday where we just go out on the town, and our kids love to stop in a Quick Trip and get snacks and drive around. So that's going to be, we'll be glad to do that here at home in town instead of driving up to Olathe. So that'll be great. Moody's Hardware is in the final permit stage. Gen Tech is a new manufacturing facility that's going on the north side of town. So that'll bring some new job opportunities into town, and that'll be great. And then the Monarch Cement Company. And then there's also quite a few businesses that opened in 2021 and some more that will be coming in 2022. I know Pat and I have been talking with lots of different businesses that are interested in coming to town. So we're definitely working very hard on bringing in commercial and other businesses that will benefit the citizens and benefit all the families and everyone here. Accounting, their 2022 objectives propose an increase in the designated reserve from $750,000. So that's a reserve they carried on for the last couple of years, and we believe that we can increase that this year and have an even larger reserve to at least $1 million, maybe even larger. So that'll be great to have. We're going to prepare the 2022 to 2027 capital improvement program. That's for all different capital improvements that need done throughout the city. Prepare a 3-year forecast, and then certify the 2023 annual operating budget. Human Resources wants to implement new performance review documents, complete personnel handbook update, create 360 feedback survey, plan analysis after the first full year with new medical provider. We just got a new medical provider, so trying to see how that goes after the first full year. Talent acquisition strategy, improve employee branding, recruitment strategy, subset marketing, and retention. As we have a lot of good employees with the city, and we would like to keep them as best as possible. So I try to minimize that turnover. The police department objectives want to continue the efforts to upgrade equipment and systems, focus on mentoring and teaching for future growth in the department, and offer services and programs to our citizens. And for me, that's one of my favorite things on their list is the services and programs to our citizens. I think they do a lot of things throughout the community that people don't even know. With kids, all different programs that they do, and so I think that's one thing we have the benefit of having with a small town and a police department that's so active with the town is we're able to do a lot of those things that some of the big towns aren't able to do. So I'm grateful for them for that. Public Works, the 2022 objectives, and here's some of them that were already completed. We began implementation of PubWorks, which is a computerized system that helps process work orders and just helps things move a lot quicker from the plan stage to the implementation. So we're able to utilize that for the work order process. We started a program for 10% meter audits annually. We've had a lot of meters throughout the city that are either failing or not reading at all, and so that's saving the city a lot of money by getting meters that actually work. So we're doing an audit on all the meters, trying to do a systematic audit on all the meters throughout town to make sure we're not losing money and those are working properly. Implement a work order-driven 52-week sewer cleaning program. And then some remaining 2022 objectives. EPA certified sludge disposal program, bar screen repairs, and then aquatic center slide repairs. And the slide repairs are underway right now as we speak. They've done the sandblasting. For those of you who don't know, the slide on the pool, I know because I have lots of kids that ask me every single year, but the slide on the pool has been closed, I want to say, for like 6 or 7 years. It's been a while. It's just had some needed repairs, some expensive needed repairs, and so we were able to get those approved, and they are fixing that as we speak. I believe they have all the sandblasting done, and if we can get a little bit nicer weather, they'll start relining that, so that'll be great. We have that on track to should be open by opening day. It should be completed by opening day, so that'll be exciting for all the kids, especially like my younger two. I don't think have ever gone on it because it hasn't been open most of their lives, so that'll be exciting to be able to enjoy that. And that is it. I got just a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
You're good. I said that as it, but I meant that as it with that.
You don't get
I'm almost done, I promise. As you can see, we finished the 2021 year well and have started the 2022 strong right out of the gate. I'm humbled and honored to serve as your mayor, and I hope that I can earn your trust, your respect, and your support in the years going forward. I'm an open book. If you have questions or concerns, ask me, email me, call me, and I will try to get my hardest to get back with you in a timely manner. Your voice matters, and I will do my best to represent that voice as your mayor. I ran my campaign on the values of faith, family, and freedom, and I will continue to fight to champion those values along with so many others. I will promise to lead with integrity, transparency, honesty, and passion in my leadership role as mayor and in my everyday life. I want to thank you all so much for coming today. God bless you all. God bless the city of Spring Hill, and God bless America.
Thank you. Don't run off. We have a small token of appreciation for you. I want to thank you for your informative and your inspiring presentation. We all look forward to working with you in the future. I want to thank not only you, but your family for public service, because we know that when someone goes into public service, it's not just them that sacrifices, it's their family too. So many thanks to your family for sharing you with us. And this is just a small token of our appreciation.
Well, thank you.